This has been long overdue on my channel. Mainly for a lot of unfortunate tech stuff that happened a few years ago. And I'll probably get into that a little bit throughout this Let's Play, but for right now, let's start it. Hello, and welcome to my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. No, it's not a randomizer. No, stop asking me for what seed I'm doing. No, I will not play your seed. Please, do not ask me about anything randomizer related. I'm just playing a normal, vanilla version of the original. Oh boy, let me tell you. I had a lot of difficulty setting things up on this Nintendo 64. Let's go on ahead and erase this. Because as you can probably guess from my tone, this is not a Nintendo 64. This is not a Wii U Virtual Console, a Wii Virtual Console, or anything of the sort. I'm not even playing this on my Switch. Let me go on ahead and put in the name I'm going to be using. Here's my secret sauce for this Let's Play. It's an emulator. It's being played on my Mac. The same Mac that I use for editing my videos. Apparently, the Apple Silicon Macs are very good for emulation. So instead of having to move my Wii U over to my normal capture setup, I thought, why not do some tests beforehand and see if it's possible to play Nintendo 64 games without any sort of glitches or whatnot. And surprisingly, it's possible. So it plays like ye olde Ocarina of Time, so therefore I'm playing ye olde Ocarina of Time. There's no fancy doodads or gizmos involved. It's just going to be a vanilla experience. So let's get into it. Ocarina of Time was actually my very first 3D Legend of Zelda game. I believe it was also my second Legend of Zelda game overall, so this one kind of has a special place in my heart. However, it's not in my top 5 Legend of Zelda games. In fact, this is probably the lowest on the tier list for 3D Legend of Zelda games for me. Is that a bad thing? No. It's still a fantastic game in my opinion. I've just played all the other 3D Legend of Zeldas, and I think those are a lot better. I don't think I could ever hate this game, honestly. Just because I have a lot of good memories playing this game as a kid, going through the game over and over again, and just having a grand old time. And I think after a while of playing some other games on this channel, I kind of started to miss playing this. So why not just knock out all the other 3D Legend of Zeldas before I tackle the one I really wanted to do next, Breath of the Wild.
Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. I am getting heartburn. Please send for the Pepto-Bismol. The youth whose destiny it is to lead the Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now and find the Pepto-Bismol. The heartburn is too much.
Shout out to Terminal Montage. I love his Kerbo animations too. But anyway, yeah, this has been long overdue, and I'm glad I'm finally starting to play it for the channel. And yeah, like I hinted at the beginning of the video, I've had a lot of technical issues with computers. And they kind of came to a head at the end of 2020, which sort of killed my motivation to do a lot of stuff in terms of videos. And I'm hoping through playing this game, I can actually get over that hump and start to develop my recording and editing habits again, the way that they were. So for this first video, I'm probably just going to be going around the village. I'm going to be getting the shield and the sword needed to get to the Great Deku Tree. And we're going to be sticking it to Mido, because he's a jerk, honestly. But for right now, we've got Navi, and she's going to get Pepto-Bismol. I'm Navi the Fairy. The Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. Did he? Did he really? I thought he just said to go fetch me. But whatever. We're a kid. We don't understand much. We're just gonna go. Kokiri Forest, where we've been living our whole life. Where we've been aging and everyone else has stayed the same age. It's kind of creepy if you really think about it. Yahoo! Hi, Link! And I don't like ladders, so I'm just gonna jump. And watch me do this for every single ladder in the entire game, as I may or may not screw myself over every single time, because I don't know how long a ladder's gonna be until I encounter it, and I'll probably be taking damage if I do it. I'm not joking. I'm gonna be doing that with every single ladder possible whenever I have to climb down. Alright, so we're talking to Saria here, and she tells us to go see the Great Deku Tree. So let's go on ahead and head over there and see what's going on. So one of the things I'm gonna have to get used to with this game is no second stick to use camera controls with, because this is a Nintendo 64 game, and it only had one control stick. Luckily, through the power of emulation, I'm using PlayStation 4 controller, but there's still no right stick control, unfortunately. Alright, what do you have to say? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you. Please come with me. I don't wanna. I want to jump on rocks and skip across the lake.
Hey, you, Mr. No Fairy. What's your business with the Great Deku Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man.
Don't the Kokiri not age?
What? You've got a fairy? Say what? The Great Deku Tree actually summoned you? What? Why would he summon you and not the Great Mido? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you even think you're gonna help the Great Deku Tree without both a sword and shield ready? What? You're right. I don't have my equipment ready, but I'm a jerk and I make everyone else do it. 'Cause I'm a hypocrite. I especially hate you most of all.
So yeah, he's a jerk. Let's go on ahead and see what Saria has to say about it. What? Mido won't let you go see the Great Deku Tree? Oh, that bum. I don't know why he's always so mean to everyone. What he said is true, though. The forest. Strange things have been happening here lately. You need to be ready for anything. You'd better find a weapon. You can buy a shield at the shop, but there's only one sword hidden somewhere in the forest. So, now we actually have our objective. If you didn't know, you actually can go back to Saria after talking to Mido, and she'll tell you what to do. But yeah, we're gonna go around. We're gonna try to collect rupees. We need 40 to be able to get the shield from the shop. So we can just come into these piles of tall grass, get some rupees. There's one behind this house here. There's a blue rupee all the way up there. So let's see if we can navigate the bridges without proper camera. Aha! My knowledge isn't entirely worthless after all these years. Oh, nope, I panicked. Probably would have been fine. Oh, that's neat. If you're going up that ramp, the camera actually falls directly behind you. There we go. Thank you for the rupee. I guess I better talk to you. Hee hee hee. You came all the way up here? You're a real man. Look, isn't this view pretty? Change your viewpoint with so you can look around the forest with And I have to remember which button I mapped to the sea up. Hi. This area is basically a tutorial telling you what the various controls are, what the C buttons will do, what targeting will do. I'm just gonna throw this rock. And I got no rupee out of it. Lovely. Alright, let's head over to the shop and see what else they offer besides the shield. I don't have all the rupees yet, but that's alright. Hi, Link, look this way. Look over here with and talk to me with Yes, that's how you use this fairy. Fairies are living creatures, you know. They're not just tools. They're also partners. And yet you talk of using them like tools? You guys are jerks. We're taking the coffers of the shop. What else do you guys offer besides a shield? Nuts and sticks. And Deku seeds. I don't have the item needed for that yet because I don't have a slingshot, which is found in the Great Deku Tree, so we can't do anything with that yet. And going inside and coming back out actually resets the locations of all the rupees inside the grass, and by hopping over the platforms like that. Alright, so to finish up getting all the rupees I need, I'm gonna go in here and loot the chests. Oh boy, taking bets on what I'm gonna get out of this randomizer. It's a blue rupee. It's always gonna be a blue rupee. Because once again, this is not a randomizer. There's 2 blue rupees, a recovery heart, and a green rupee in these chests. Which should give me more than enough to get what I need. Also, unless there is something that is absolutely required in a shop, I'm probably not going to be buying very much from the shops at all. Because a lot of the stuff that's available in shops, you can just get easily out in the field. So now that we have all our rupees, let's go on ahead and buy the very first of the few required things that we're supposed to get out of a shop. We got the Deku Shield! Press R to crouch and defend. If you press R while Z targeting, you can move while defending. But only in one direction. But you can only face one direction, but you can strafe while holding a shield while moving. Alright, and since this is a game made on the Nintendo 64, it does not automatically equip our shield, so we need to go into the menu and do that ourselves. Alright, let's go over and get the sword. There's only one in the forest, and I'm pretty sure Mido put it here to keep it safe. But we're gonna be borrowing it for the rest of the game. See this hole here? Let's crawl through it. With our childlike sense of wonder and curiosity that will probably get us hurt a lot in this game. Also, a fun fact about the shield, it's made of wood. So that means it's flammable. So basically try not to get hit by anything that's made of fire. Because it will cost a little bit of money to replace it if you so choose. But we also got the Kokiri sword. This is a hidden treasure of the Kokiri, but you can borrow it for a while. Be sure to practice with it before you really fight. And just like the shield, we have to come over here and equip it. Boop. Now we are fully armed. We can use it to slice, dice, and cut signs. We can also cut grass and get a few extra rupees for our trouble. Alright, it's going that way. Means I'm just gonna go this way. And if we use our sword while we're crouching with the shield, we do a nice little stab, which is one of the mechanisms needed to do a glitch. I'm not gonna be using any glitches intentionally. If I happen to accidentally do something while doing this Let's Play, then I do something during this Let's Play. Hey, I got something. Okay. And as you can tell, sword is pretty good for cutting grass and taking out enemies, and honestly, that's pretty much it. It's our main way. It's gonna be our main way of attacking things. There's also gonna be other things we can use to attack enemies. We'll be able to use sticks. We'll be able to throw nuts. Now let's talk to Mido and show him what for.
If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. Eh, what's that? Oh, you have a Deku Shield. And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief, I thought I hit that thing well. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the Great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how'd you get to be the favorite of Saria and the Great Deku Tree, huh?
Maybe it's because I don't spend all my time being a jerk to everyone in the forest. You ever think about that? Well, bitch, I'm watching you. So now that we showed him what for and put him in his place, let's go on ahead and head in here without anything popping up to attack us. Alright, so these things, they are Deku Babas. Even though it looks withered, it will hurt you if you touch it. There are two different types of regular Deku Babas in the game. The first one being the one that just stands up and just does this. You can cut them down easily, and you get a Deku Stick every time you take them out like this. And they'll grow back. So we can repeatedly get sticks until our inventory is full of sticks. I'm probably gonna stay here for a couple seconds while I get some more sticks. And they are our first instance of C button item. I'm gonna assign this one to C left. Now we can take them out and actually use them to attack. But they break after one use. Or... Alright, so I can't take them out, I can't take out the Deku Babas with a stick. But Deku Sticks do double the damage of a sword, but they break after one use. They're also used... They can also be used as torches to carry fire. Alright, I'm gonna fill up my inventory of sticks. You can only carry 10 at a time starting out, but you can upgrade that to 30 sticks through paid upgrades. Not real money, rupees. This is before predatory monetization practices, so we're all good there. Great Deku Tree, I'm back with the Pepto-Bismol.
Ah, perfect. The heartburn was starting to burn me on the inside. Thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it.
God, I need to take a drink for this voice.
Verily, thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. But hurry, I don't have much time. I've been cursed with good food that causes heartburn. That's why I've called for you. I call you Pepto-Bismol even though you're Link. Enter and alleviate the heartburn. Thou must aid Link, Navi. And Link, when Navi speaks, use to listen well to her words of wisdom.
So now we have our task. We're heading into the Great Deku Tree to remove this curse of heartburn. Right. I still need to remember what buttons I have set up to do what. So we're going to end it here, actually. And next time, we're going to go on ahead and go into the Deku Tree, explore inside, and try to remove this curse. Take it easy. I'll see you guys later.